some serious advantages to being a third wheeler, and because it's called a third wheeler, I'm gonna give you 3 of them. So the last couple of weeks have been so much fun. If you follow me on Instagram, then there's a chance that you know that I have been working on record number 3. One of my favorite writing sessions so far has been with it's me and then my sister and then Natalie Lauren. She writes some really cool stuff. One of my favorite songs she wrote is Dark Days and Darker Nights. And then John Tracks. He's so cool. He like writes like a lot of gospel stuff, and then y'all know I love me some Y'all know I love me some Sugarland, and he writes for Sugar, or like has written, like played for them and stuff and traveled with them, and like he's so cool. So myself and John and Natalie Lauren and Morgan Harper Nichols, my big sister, that's the story I'll tell. 4 of us wrote some songs together, and I cannot wait for you guys to hear them. I also got to go, this is an insane story, and I have to say full thanks. I won't say their full names, but full thanks to Mr. Dan and Mr. Brian and Mr. David. We got to go and meet Dolly Parton and see her live in concert. It was really amazing to meet her and to see her concert and to hear her heart for Jesus. You know, she wasn't just like, you know, everyone, you know, you need to love one another. Like, she preached Jesus, and it was really cool to hear someone like with that much influence really talk about her faith, and it was really a really inspiring evening. And speaking of amazing concerts, yesterday I played DC Fest, and there were amazing artists there, and among the amazing artists were Brandon Heath and Michael W. Smith, and there were just 2 really special moments with both of those guys. I got to sing No Turning Back with Brandon, and Brandon's like a big brother to me. I haven't seen him in a very long time. I don't think I've seen him since his wedding. I think I've seen it since, but it's been a very long time since I've seen Brandon, and he invited me to come and sing with him. The other moment that was really, well, the whole day was special, but the other moment that was really, really special was with Michael W. Smith. I've already met Michael, Mr. Michael, I feel like I should say, a couple of times, and he is so genuine. He's so down to earth. The first time that I really got to speak with him was at the Kayla Fan Awards a couple of years ago, and I was backstage, and he was sitting in one of the rooms, and there were a bit of people around, but I was in line waiting for the bathroom, and he was sitting there just, you know, as important people do, just looking really cool. And I walked by, and he said, Jamie Grace, come and sit down. And I was like, what? Like, am I getting like kicked out of CCM? Like, what's happening? And I went and sat down with him, and he started asking about my music and my heart and my passion and my family, and in an uncreepy way. He was just like truly like encouraging me in an intentional way, and not just giving a generic, well, follow your dreams, kiddo. It was like, oh, well, this is what you want to do. Well, why don't you try this and you pray about this? And it was really cool. I don't even know if he remembers that, but it was a really cool moment. And then last night at the show at DC Fest, Cherub Grace and I have this like joke. Instead of singing, and friends are friends forever, we sing, and twins are twins forever. Because we like do all the same stuff all the time and very like twin-like. And so we told him about that, and he was cracking up. He could have been, you know, pretending to think it was funny for us, but it doesn't matter. It was a good fake laugh, great actor. And when he was on stage, he was like, he's playing his piano. He's like, I don't normally do this song, but I've got a lot of friends here in DC, and or Virginia, and I was like, and he's like, Jamie, this song's for you. Now, he could have met Jamie Lee Curtis, Jamie Lynn Spears, Jamie Foxx. I'm gonna assume he met Jamie Grace. I was so excited that he sang Friends, and it was a really cool moment to finally hear him live. He sang some amazing songs that I love dearly, and one of my favorite songs that he sang was Healing Rain, and that song is very special to me because it's my mom's favorite song of his, and I filmed some of it and I sent it over to her. Another update that's been kind of prevalent in my life that you all probably seen on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook has been my mom's health. And I just want to take a quick second to just thank you guys so much for all of your prayers, all of your concerns, all of your support. My mom has had to seek medical attention outside of the state of Georgia. Unfortunately, the well, fortunately, she's receiving amazing care in Michigan, but unfortunately, we're not able to receive that same care in Georgia. There have been some great doctors here in Georgia, and one of them we actually met because of you. You guys sent some amazing emails a few weeks back about my mom's condition, and one of those doctors came through you guys, came through Facebook, and has shed some hope in our lives. And so thank you guys for everything that you've done. I cannot thank you enough. Our mom has, she's not pain-free right now, but she is getting better, and we're seeing some hope in her eyes and in our Father's eyes and in our own lives that we haven't seen in a long time. And we're very, very grateful for that. And if you'd like to make any type of donation toward this or insurance to not cover her surgery, you can go to the link below. It's posthope.org/Simona Harper. You can purchase one of these bracelets by going there. I'll put the link in the description. But also, those links don't just provide an opportunity to donate. They provide an opportunity just to be updated and to see what's going on, so that you can subscribe and get an email update every time that we update people. So thank you guys so much from myself and the rest of the Harper family and Nichols family as well. We love y'all dearly, and we're very grateful that y'all have been so gracious to us over the last few years, but especially the last few months with my mom's health. There's a ton of movies coming out and a ton of reviews going all over the everywhere. And so because of that, I figured I'm gonna do a review of a movie that I recently saw, and that is Fantastic Four. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna start with the negatives because I really wanna get into the positives, because I really did enjoy Fantastic Four, and I wanna get the negatives out of the way. I usually sound like a grandma when I talk about movies because I do not like profanity. I also hate that not liking profanity is associated with being old-fashioned or, too grandma-y or whatever, but I just don't like profanity, and I don't think it's necessary. So that was frustrating because there was quite a bit of profanity in this film, and I just didn't think that they needed it. Another negative for me with this movie was the proportions. The proportions in the new Fantastic Four, specifically for The Thing, were completely different from the old movie. Mind you, I love the original Fantastic Four. I think it is a great film, and I've watched it many a times, and it's one of the few action movies that I really, really, really love. So it was exciting to, see how they do things differently in the new movie, but I just thought The Thing was, in comparison to all of the other superheroes, the Fantastic Three, I guess the three, I don't like that he was like, it's like, oh, we're the Fantastic Four! And the third thing that I wasn't really fond of is that it was so scary. The metal detector guy, too much. I was a little scared. I'm gonna need his lips to move when he's talking. I was terrified. I was just scared. It was just too scary for me. That was just way too much. Now, the positives to the new Fantastic Four, well, there were a lot of things that I loved because I really did love the movie overall as a whole. The casting was exceptional. I didn't know how they were gonna make us love both movies, and I still love both movies, and I think the main thing that helps me keep the movies separate and not comparing them too much is that the ages of everyone in the new movie is early 20s and some mid to late 20s, whereas in the old movie it was 20s and I think maybe even some early 30s as well. So it was a little bit different because it was, this is us in our workplace, this is our work environment, and this happened to us, whereas the new movie, it's we're in college, we're these kids, we're discovering things, we're a little bit reckless, our dad tells us to do this and do that. And I thought it was really cool that they brought in a younger audience. I love Michael B. Jordan, who doesn't? Hashtag parenthood. And so I thought it was really cool that he was in the new movie. Very well written, very, very clever, very well done. The special effects were amazing. It was just a little too scary, and maybe my vocabulary is that of old grandmas. And yeah, I think those are the main things that I did not love about it. So I have a question for you guys, and this is the question for the week. So leave your comments below and reply to some people with your thoughts as well. The question is, if you had any superpower, what would it be and why? Personally, I want to be able to read people's minds. I think it would be so cool to be able to hear their thoughts and play with their heads, no pun intended, but I think it'd be so cool to be able to read people's minds, and I'm sure it would stress me out a little bit, but I think the more it stressed me out, I could use it to my advantage and play tricks on people, and all in good fun and just fun stuff like that. So that'd be cool. Or to be invisible. I think that would be super cool. I think that's the only thing in the actual Fantastic Four movie that I would be okay with. I wouldn't want to be all stretchy. That would creep me out. I wouldn't want to be the Thing, and I wouldn't want the fire thing. I mean, I've been sitting in the fancy studio La Garage for 30 minutes, and my hair is already sweated out all the curls that I did just for this video. So I couldn't do the fire thing. So thank you guys so much for watching this episode of The Jamie Gray Show. Make sure you subscribe so that you can get weekly video updates of what I've been up to and a whole bunch of other random things. Follow me on Instagram at Jamie Grace H, Twitter, Jamie Grace H, Facebook, Jamie Grace H, Snapchat, The Jamie Grace, YouTube, J Grace Pro, Periscope, Jamie Grace H. And I will see you guys in 1 week, maybe sooner. Who knows? I miss you already. Bye.